the line used in the artwork is kind of distorted. Kay dagan siya curves, especially sa sky. Mostly siya dagan og curves. Then ang line ra, which is straight line, parallel line ang nasa foreground, which is represent sa bridge, which is kipatungan sa human element. Then the colors are consist of blue, green, black. The blue, green, black represent the landscapes, the hills, the fjords, the sea, the fjords kay ni mirror siya sa unsay color sa langit, which is the fiery orange, red, dark, something like that. And I believe siya this artwork sunset ni siya, feel ako sa sunset. Then dark, more on dark, very creepy ang aura niya, overall aura, because of the combination of the colors. That's all. So an element, the spacing, the foreground, which is ang una nimong makita sa painting, which is ang kining he or she, the person nga nagana siya, which is very creepy. Nya layo pa siya sa next similar element, which is also an human, nga naa siya sa side sa painting. Then the overall was very great, and something that needs to be explained. Nga na siya ang feeling that there is something na kailangan i-explain, na something behind this painting, very deep, very hurt, very dark. I think the artist, when it comes to achieving the balance, is the color wise. Kaya ang color magod sa background, which is the red, orange is to represent the sky, the sunset sky, and the fjords and the landscapes, the hills. Kaya ni complement siya sa foreground, which is asa na located ang bridge o ang human element. So nagtan-aw nimo murag dili ba siya kind creepy siya, pero dili bitaw kay siya nindot ra ang pagka balance tungod sa color, even though ang vibe kay creepy. So how does my eye moves in around the work, the art? So first good, imo ginang unang matan-awan ang foreground, which is naa dira ang main character nga ang tawag ana. Then ang sunod gid nga na akong makuan sa akong mata, murag automatic nga adtuon sa akong mata kay ang other side of the bridge, which is another two humans. I feel na ko connected sila or somehow related like that. Then wala naman kayo makita dito sa end of the bridge kay mo naman to last, which is ang two element people. Makita din mo ang background, the landscape, the sunset, the sky, the fjords. Then inikuman din mo tanaw, satisfied din mo eyes sa background, the sunset, the colors. Balik na sa murag mo balik gyud imong focus sa foreground sa main element sa painting. So in terms of patterns, dili bitaw siya pareha sa Mona Lisa. In comparing the Scream and Mona Lisa, ang Mona Lisa kay mura man gud ang Mona Lisa nga perfectly crafted, murag pinag-isipan gito ni Leonardo da Vinci ug sa unto niya pag kanang mapareha gid ba ma-depict gid as real human. Makaingon jud ka tao na si Mona Lisa. Kini magud kay mura siya kabantay ka nang mag-open kag storybook, kids storybook. Yung naman na sa mga old libraries, mga ingan nga kasagaran bitaw nilang kanang characters or background sa di ba namang gina illustration para mas ganahan ng bata mo basa. Mura siya cartoons, mura siya binuhat og bata. Wala siya specific nga pattern kay mura bitaw siya pareha siya og abstract pero ang abstract murag makalabad do siya o interpret kini siya kay murag kanang part sa illustration sa isa ka kids storybook nga creepy story nga na ang dating. So ang part gid sa artwork nga ma-emphasize gid nimo kay ang this one kini gid siya ang maka-emphasize other than sa whole painting. Kini gid siya ang mas ma-emphasize kay siya man good. Okay, understandable nga kini tanan is work of art which is from nature. Kini man good kay human, also part of the nature. Then na siya expression, na siya emotion nga gusto niya ipabatid. So, dira gid ang emphasize sa artwork. In terms of contrast, ang area gid nga murag inot gid ang pagka-match ba kay ang main element which is ang gana ug ang background, the hills, the fjords, the sunset. Murag it's dark but it's perfect. Iyan na bitaw nga feeling. So as I've read a lot of articles from Mr. Edvard Munch, history, his personal life. This painting actually probably based on his real life experience, on his traumatic experience. Because on 1992 or early in 1892 or early 1893 kay there is nay kanang diary si Munch which murag nakahatag bitaw og explanation or probability sa gigikanan ani or the experience or the inspiration sa ani nga kay nikuan man gid siya ni boom ang iyang painting. Kay this painting kay kuan ni siya experience ni Munch katong naglakaw-lakaw daw sila sa nature ba to or bridge, basta naglakaw-lakaw siya kuy sa mga friends. That explains sa duha ka person nga naa sa end of the bridge. Friends na sila ni Munch, din si Munch ning main element which is kana naglakaw-lakaw daw sila, then nana sila sa taliwa sa bridge. Murag nakakuan ito siya panic attack si Munch, murag anxiety, murag naka-feel siya extreme existential crisis. So the reason nganong naka-feel dili raman sad one time ni nahitabo niya nga mura siya nag-panic attack, dili ra sa bridge. Mumanggo ni ang resulta tungod kay since bata pa manggod si Edvard Munch kay physically abused na siya. I mean mentally abused kay namatay iyang mama when he was 13. namatay ang mama together with his sister tungod sa tuberculosis ba to? Yeah. Then yung father kay verbally abuse siya together with his sister, kay murag sila bitay gipasinglan or something like that nganong namatay ilang mama o gigsuon, kay kanang basta na sila buhaton nga according gid sa ilang heart, passionate si Munch, kay basta di ganahan ang yang papa, kay mura bitaw sila i-discourage. Then love man kay ni Munch iyang mama which is namatay na, hinginaon din na sa siyang papa nga kanang your mom will not be proud doing if you continue doing this, you're stupid nga na mga siya. Then siya murag iyang gi-take up sa iyang kagalingon din iyang sister, sila mangdo sa iyang sister which is I believe his sister name is Laura. Then yung sister, after many years, his sister is admitted to mental institution, kay same sila og kana experiences bitaw ni Munch, pero si Munch kay yaran gipadayon yung kuan, pero muni one time nga na siya sa bridge nga wala siya kagwanta, dili siya scream nga mga title ni kay murag ang mismo niyang lawas yung mental health na ang ni syagit para sa iyang kaugalingon nga di nakagwanta tungod sa anxiety, the panic attack, the existent ba crisis, existential crisis muna na feel ni Munch atong nga time. Then unexpectedly yung mga friends which is kuyog niya naaragod sa duol, pero nagpadayon ra bitaw sa paglakaw, kay di man gud to ang yang na feel kay dili literal na scream kundi ang yang lawas mini scream. Then after gi-create ni Edvard Munch in 1893, tungod sa yang na feel pag maniyag paint ani, kay siya na mismo ni adto og mental institution para i-treat iyang kaugalingon or ipatingin bitaw kung unsay nahitabo niya, unsay naa niya, ano na feel niya ni same with his sister. Then kini daw nga painting ni Munch represent his soul, which is dark childhood, left alone, something like that. Even though the place is so good, so eye-pleasing, so aesthetically beautiful, but the feeling ngayang na feel inside makes the view dark, creepy, full of hatred, full of fear. That's how the painting represent, because that represent Munch's soul at that time. Alright, nasad ko nakitaan nga article nga the tone or ang pag-characterize bitaw sa main character, which is gaana nga tao, kay is an act of feminism daw, which is kinda sexism siya. Is an act of feminism. Ito man ka mga babae magsigana. Pero some other professional art critic na mong niana siya sa painting is a sign of nabungos siya siyang kaugalingon nga scream. dili bitaw siya nga na scream, nagbungol siya sa inside screen, mong ni ana siya yung giko na yung tunggan. Pero na yung article uban nga nakita na ko, which is kinda interest me, kay is an act of feminism. Kaya naman sa ginabasahan nga background ni Edvard nga he was abused by men or kinda attracted with men. I don't know if it's true, pero I think aside from word anxiety and panic attacks, abusive, fear, naagyapon siya sa painting. Pero aside from that, I think there's another one nga mas ni-attach niya, which is ang pag-out sa yang tinuod nga sexual identity. Kaya nakabutang dito sa article nga after finishing painting it, kaya mura ko no siya na sexless. Mura ko siya ka-identify if he's a male or female or something like that. Yeah, it's kinda interesting. Then as I thoroughly search for this related article, related topic, related essay, I came across that a year after or 2 years, this painting was finished in 1893. And in 1895, there's a sequel of this painting, which is called The Anxiety. This is the Scream, and the other painting, which is this more siyang sequel called The Anxiety, which is inspired by his sister Laura, which also admitted to mental institution. On that painting, he copied all the background, the sunset, the fjords, the hills, the landscape, but the bridge, it remained. Pero daghan nagpatong sa bridge, including his sister. No, very, yung sister kay nasa yung spot which is very close, murag patong pag-una na akong kita kay murag ko na shock, na hadlok, creepy. It's creepy siya. It's unexplainable creepy because their eyes are almost poking. Murag kalugo po nilang mata, murag sila physically alive but mentally drained, mentally died. Murag gipasabot ato nga sa tanan nga niagi sa bridge, dili ra siya may naka-experience og hingadto. Dili ra siya ang naka-experience og anxiety, fear, panic attack, existential crisis. Dili ra siya may naka-experience daghan. So murag iya tong gibuhat as sequel para ikuan ang nga dili ra siya may naka-experience ato. And I think the main message of this artwork, personally, is when fear, anxiety struck you, okay lang adton kung nimo kaugalingon. Nalagi maminaw. Pero di nila ma-feel kung sa imong na-feel. Even though the world is beautiful, even though people encourage you, tells you that the world is beautiful, the world is full of hopes, but if you feel that your existence is not useful, your existence is not great, you feel that you're useless, That's very hard. My Lola says that the greatest enemy, oh, your greatest enemy is yourself. And by this artwork, I just feel it's so true that this artwork tells you that your most enemy, your greatest enemy is yourself. And that's what I think the whole artwork wants to express its message, it's convey its message to the audience, to the criticism. Yeah. Personally, the craftsmanship is not that ace or not that great compared to Mona Lisa, the other famous painting. This kind of painting can be easily replicate, can be easily done by a great artist, and I think this is very interesting. Why? Because I think Munch decided to make a painting that you think that is easy, that you think it's light because of the patterns, the cartoon like, the wants Munch wants you to think that the message of this is just light, just the overall impact of this is like that, so easy, plain. But I think from the stories that I've read, the different critics that I've read, it's very, very interesting, and I'm so thrilled na wag na ko na akong heart that art is everything. You can express through art. And I feel Edvard's Munch feelings on this one. Areas need to be improved. Well, I'm not a professional to say this. I don't even have any interest on arts, but I think there's no improvement because the art, this is the art, and this is how people should see it. There's no improvements, there's no illiterates, just this is it. Of course, the real message of this art imitates the real world. Why? Especially in South Korea, for example. South Korea, there are 30,000 people per year, I think, who commit suicide because they feel the same way as Edvard Munch feel in this painting. The anxiety, fear, especially now because of pandemic, COVID, where people are isolated from other people, which there are limited people who you can talk to because of the virus. People tend to just judge themselves, and that's a no-no, because judging yourself, because as I've said, that you're the biggest enemy of yourself. So I think this is the perfect example for this, or what is currently going on in our world, this painting. Mana nga, I can do that. If mo tanaw ka glance, mo ana jud ka nga. I can do this painting. I can replicate it. In terms of using principles of design, makaana gyud ka. Compared sa Mona Lisa, di ko kibaw ng Mona Lisa. Uy, manang pa lang ng unggoy. Hini. Just shape it. Even me, I don't even know how to draw or paint. But I'm confident I can replicate this one. That's how to design for me. Did the artist convey the real feelings or the intended mood for the painting? I think yes. Because growing up, it was in my time where I only entertained myself when I was grade 3, grade 4. I only entertained myself into storybooks. And sa tanang storybooks, pangitaon gid ako ng illustration, kanang drawing bitaw. Puringan kog puro rasuwat. Then, because illustration helps you to identify the emotions, identify the vibe. So this one, because it's like a kids, straight out from kids story. Wala siya nakuan ako nga tungod sa dark background, dark impression, the dark aura of this painting. Kaingon jud ko nga na visualize niya kung unsa ang gusto niyang pasabot sa reader.